Hi guys, and welcome to Shirlaws Bike Reviews. My name's Lenny and I'm here to give you a customer review on some of the latest bikes available from Shirlaws Motorcycles Aberdeen. This week I've been lucky enough to be invited to test ride the Triumph Rocket 3 GT. This is a bike I've been looking forward to riding for quite a few reasons. Now, I've never ever ridden a cruiser style motorcycle before, and certainly not a bike with forward controls, so that's one reason. Another reason is I've never ridden a motorcycle with a 2.5 litre engine in it. Another reason is everything about this bike is big. Big numbers, big presence and a fairly big price tag. So to have the privilege of taking this 20 grand beast out for a weekend, I had to jump at the chance. But first up, let's have a wee listen to just how this thing sounds. The Rocket 3 is also a bit of a looker, and for me I like its bold appearance. For one thing, this bike attracts a lot of glances, so first thing to do was take it downtown for a photo shoot. Having owned a Triumph Bobber in the past, the styling of the Rocket is familiar to me, but the GT having the forward controls and swept back handlebars, I knew it would be a very different bike to ride. For that reason, I really had to adjust my riding style to suit this type of bike, reminding myself this is a cruiser on more than one occasion, as it was very tempting to open up the throttle, releasing 165 brake horsepower and 221 Nm of torque readily on tap. Like I said, big numbers. Another big number, however, is the weight. At 291 kg dry, this bike is no lightweight, but throw it into some corners and you really wouldn't think so. The Triumph Rocket 3 GT is surprisingly agile for a bike of this size, and once I adjusted my style of riding, I actually started to enjoy the twisty roads, using the back brake to check my speed into the corner, lean it in lazily and use all of that torque to set it up out of the bend. The label of sports cruiser is well deserved. The combination of power and torque and the agility unbefitting of a bike of this size merits this label. However, this bike is still a cruiser, the forward controls being the main driver for this style, and while this style of bike hasn't really been my thing, I had to think of who will buy and ride this bike. When I first seen the unveil of the Rocket 3 over a year ago, my better half was there to see it. She liked the bike instantly, her preference for Harley and Indian style bikes struck a chord with her, so my good lady was quick to the invite to test out the pillion position. I asked her what she thought of the Rocket 3 GT. Her answer, as expected, was very positive. To quote her, "The best bike I've ever been on the back of." Now this may have been because of the sedate pace I set on our ride together, or the sissy bar on the back for support, or even the fully adjustable Showa suspension, softening out the potholes around the roads of Aberdeenshire. But as they say, happy wife, happy life. Maybe that's the kind of person that buys this bike. The cruiser type that rides 2-up regularly? So let's dig into some of the spec on the Triumph Rocket 3 GT. At its heart is this 2.5 litre inline 3-cylinder engine which acts as a stress member of the chassis. This engine is super smooth on power delivery and it's a joy to open the ride-by-wire throttle on. While the size of motor is obviously a heavy unit, its weight is low down on the bike which keeps the centre of gravity low and manageable. That power is all delivered via a shaft drive, which is great for low maintenance. Stopping power for a beast of this size is, as you'd hope, simply phenomenal. On the front you have dual 320mm discs, Brembo M4.3 Stylema 4-piston radial monoblock calipers. On the back, single 300mm disc, Brembo M4.32 4-piston monoblock caliper. Corner ABS is standard. Stopping quickly and in control is not a problem. So I have to mention one of the biggest issues I had with this bike, forward controls. Now maybe it's because I'm not used to them. Even though I racked up 225 miles in 2 days with this bike, I still can't understand why you'd have them on a bike with this much power. Anything over 60 mph with no fairing, it means a lot of wind hitting your body, and in this seating position legs forward it makes it very hard work. The R version of this bike comes with mid controls. That for me makes a lot more sense, and can't wait to give that a try to compare the difference. I do love a lot of the quality touches on this bike, Triumph emblems everywhere, and a sense that because you'd be paying top dollar for this bike, you are getting absolute quality for your money. There is a real feel with this bike that Triumph wanted to make this a masterpiece of what they can achieve, putting a bonkers engine in a motorbike just because they can, and building everything around it to make the bike rideable is a proper feat of engineering, and hats off to Triumph for doing it. The dash on the Rocket 3 is impressive. There are 2 themes that you can set on it, giving a personalised feel to it and being able to set up which information you want to see at hand. Rider's modes are Rain, Road, Sport and Rider Configurable, all very easy to adjust with the directional joystick on the handlebars. There's Bluetooth connectivity module on there which includes turn-by-turn navigation, control for music in your headset and also control for your GoPro. There's phone pairing and text alerts, etc, etc, etc. I won't go into all the info that's on there, suffice to say you can spend a while configuring it all to how you want it set up. So in summary, I did enjoy my time with the Rocket 3 GT. Getting used to this style of bike was a great experience. The power, looks and handling of the Rocket is its main attraction. That said, I'm not quite a convert to this style of cruiser bike just yet. This seating position is just not for me. I also noticed a bit of wind buffeting at mid-visor level when cruising at 70 mph on the motorway, which I'm sure could be sorted with an aftermarket screen or deflector. However, if this is your thing, then I really couldn't think of a better quality machine to consider spending your hard-earned cash. If you're in the market for this style of bike, it really is a quality piece of engineering and you should certainly give it a test ride. So I'd like to say a big thanks to the guys at Shirlaws Motorcycles Aberdeen for letting me take the Rocket 3 out for the weekend. If you'd like to take a test ride for yourself, give the team a shout on Aberdeen 01224 584 855. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to assist. I hope you've enjoyed this wee ride review. I'm hoping to do some more in the near future, so please hit the like button and subscribe for more future content. Smash that notifications bell too so that you don't miss another video. Anyway, thanks for watching, ride safe and see you on the next video.